I think you're amazing.
You are too, Henry.
Thank you so much. Well, Perry, you are awesome.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, and I appreciate you what you're doing too, buddy.
Well, thank you. Because if you allow the world to define you, if you allow friends to define you, if you allow your spouse to define you or anybody to define you outside of how God sees you, that does open the door to rejection. God bless you. I hope y'all have an amazing day.
Thank you, Brother Henry.
Thank
God
you.
bless you too. Thank you for having us.
Right. Welcome to the Brother Henry and You Show. I am your host, Henry Harris. It's such an honor to be here with you today. Today we have our special guest, Bob Whitaker from Soul TV. Bob, thank you so much for being on the program today.
Oh, absolutely. I love to be here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's an honor to have you. I came in connection with Bob. I believe it was through y'all Facebook page. You said that y'all go through the messages from time to time, and some people will send a hi and a thumbs up. Not that that's a bad thing, but not really anything of relevance.
You're right.
And so I'm honored that you would take the time to read my message, and I'm honored to connect with you at Soul TV, and I appreciate this connection as well, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. And as we get started, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Oh, well, first of all, I'm going to thank you as well for reaching out to us because, we're always looking for people that have shows that are relevant, to the crowd that we serve. So your show is a very good show. You have a lot of celebrities that people are interested in. And so I'm just happy that you reached out to us. And, I always keep an eye on the comments and the emails. We do get a lot of, thumbs up and hearts and stuff. But, you wrote a paragraph, so that caught my eye. I said, let me see what this is about. I checked out your YouTube, which I suggest everybody goes into, and you have some really great stuff on there. I have to compliment you on that.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome. I recognize talent. I'm really good at spotting talent. And as far as what you were saying about Soul TV, what is it about? Soul TV is an alternate to the current situation in entertainment. The current situation in entertainment is negativity entertainment. So, we try to push things in a different direction. We want to go with, what's positive about this star. That's why we highlight somebody every day. And, I was on a mission. I said, I'm getting older in age and I feel an obligation to teach the next generation something. So I said, well, maybe I could do it one birthday at a time. So that's what I'm doing, one birthday at a time. So you get to learn a little about somebody every day, somebody that's being excellent, doing excellent, and then also as well, we have shows that are relevant to our age group. So we have shows with mental health, celebrities, celebrity updates, current events. But generally we try to keep it, in the direction of excellence.
Yeah. And that's very important too. And since I've followed your page, and I have told several friends about Soul TV, and they went over and started following the Soul TV page. That was the one thing that I look for is excellence. I don't think anybody is perfect, but there should be some level of professionalism. And
Exactly.
your page, Soul TV, definitely displays that. And I wake up every morning, and I'll see a celebrity. Oh, I didn't know it was Chris Rock's birthday, or because you all. That's what I love about Soul TV. Y'all keep us informed, and I appreciate that so much. So, what would you say would be the main objective of the show? Like, is there a certain audience you're trying to target or reach?
Yes, actually, there is like, I see other shows on TV or even like pages, they do highlight, people's birthdays and stuff, but I noticed there's a deficit, you know, because some of the stars I grew up with are not the mainstream stars every other people grew up with, So um, I highlight those stars that I grew up with and our audience grew up with because they're generally in my age group and then, my genre too. So, if there's like somebody that's, say, for instance, Soul Train or Sanford and
Hey,
Son,
and
you know.
so
So I know you had um, Lamont from
yeah,
Sanford and Son last week. I really loved that interview. I watched it several times. But it's
well, thank you.
interesting to see his life story, and I would suggest anybody to go and look for that story to take a good look at it. It's really inspiring. But with these stars that they kind of get forgotten, so I just wanted people to remember those stars, and even the newer generation to revisit some of their work. I think is very important.
I was just thinking as you were saying that that word history just came to my mind. And like my daughter, she's 10. She's familiar with Sanford and Son, and Demond Wilson and other shows like Good Times and some of the stuff that y'all post. I'm just 36, but I remember those shows growing up because my parents. And then if you think
Yeah,
about it today, it's like um not that these people feel like that they're forgotten, but maybe they feel like that they're what they call it. Maybe they feel like that their influence is not
uh,
as it was when they started back in the 60s.
correct,
Yeah.
correct, correct.
So
Yeah,
we're in 2023, and I was shocked that I just a few people, not because everybody I talked to, oh yeah, we know him, we saw him on Sanford and such and such. But I was really shocked by the number of people that didn't even know that show. Uh,
yeah,
that was close to, they were a little less in their 20s or whatnot. So
yeah.
I think history is so important. And I know I didn't write that down, but can you talk a little bit about uh, how that's related to history, how we need to, teach our kids and people that's growing up? I know you're probably a little older than me, but how important is it to let people know about the history of these shows and celebrities and people that y'all present on Soul TV?
Well, these shows are a time capsule, so it's a capsule of that time. And with our genre of people, um, our history isn't always kept. It's not the highest priority, put it
Yeah,
that way.
yeah.
So our history kind of started you know this century because the records are not there.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't say, we can't trace our lineage back to the Civil War or nothing like that,
Mm-hmm.
but we do have, this footage or from our past shows. We weren't even allowed on TV at a certain point, but, it's like our history starts now. So, and it's good to keep it going. Um, and I'm kind of a gatekeeper, I guess you'll say, to keep these shows relevant.
Yeah.
And then, a lot of these actors, like Melba Moore was on one of our shows the other day, and it's such a rich history to hear, to hear it out of their mouth,
Yeah, exactly.
instead of reading about it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's really important. Like, I almost just want to go up to an older person and say, tell me, how was it at
Yeah, how
your
was
time growing up? Because
yeah.
that means so much, so I can appreciate what I have now.
Yeah, and that's so amazing. I like what you said. Is we read the blogs and what people got to say about them, but to actually hear them say it, kind of like when I mentioned to Demond, I said, there was a thing about him and Nathaniel Taylor, who Rollo on the Sanford and Son, that they didn't get along. And he kind of like cleared it up, like, no, let me tell you what happened. I really like that because it kind of clears history up. And not just with him, but just a variety of things. So I feel like history is important. And and leaving a legacy, after we've gone and transitioned, for my daughter and for her generation. So can you tell the people how they can connect to Soul TV?
Well, actually, there's several ways. We have our Facebook page, which is the biggest thing we have, which is 1.9 million followers. We should hit about 2 million followers by the end of the year, which I'm very thankful for, because I look at it like a project, and we're building the project, and it's coming to fruition. We also have a Roku channel as well, so you can look us up on Roku. Just search for Soul TV. You should be able to find us there. And then also as well, we have a YouTube channel, so you can find us there as well. But most of our stuff is on the Roku or the Facebook channel. So if you want to find us by our web address is www.soultvonline.com. That'll take you to our Facebook. And then if you want to go to our website is www.soultvwatch.com.
Well, Perry, you are awesome.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, and I appreciate what you're doing too, buddy.
Well, thank you.
Because if you allow the world to define you, if you allow friends to define you, if you allow your spouse to define you, or anybody to define you outside of how God sees you, that does open the door to rejection.
God bless you. I hope y'all have an amazing day.
Thank you, Brother Henry.
Thank you.
God bless you too. Thank you for having me.